Good morning. Hello, everybody. How are you? How's everybody doing? Thank you for joining me. Finally figured out a name from the show. So I want to thank everybody who gave me some input on that. I really appreciate it. Going with Mornings with Marc, because why not? I got a lot of feedback, and a lot of people seem to like it. And so that's what I'm going with. So again, thank you for those who gave me your input. Appreciate it. So hopefully we'll get some people on. It's one of these things where I'm just starting to grow it. As many of you know, this is only episode number 3. So I'm looking forward to try to build this thing as best as I can. So with that being said, if you're watching on the replay, any feedback you might have, I really appreciate. Always looking to find ways to get better. So that's what I'm hoping for. So don't be nice, tell me what you really think. What would you like to see as far as content, things that I could do better. I'm always appreciative of that stuff. So let's get into it. I don't have anybody on yet, but we'll wait and see. I know it's Friday, so it's a I don't want to say a half day, but a lot of people are kind of relaxed or trying to gear up for the weekend. Busy weekend, big travel weekend this weekend. With Thanksgiving on Thursday, a lot of kids have either the full week off from school or most of the week off. My kids do go into school on Monday and Tuesday, but are they going to do a whole lot? Probably not. So it's one of those big travel days, right? So big travel weekend this weekend. So if you are traveling this weekend, be careful, be safe, because we want to see everybody get to where they're going. So if you're on, throw up some emojis, throw me some hearts, let me know you're on. I don't always see the names come in, so I will try to greet you if I see you, but like I said, I don't always catch the names. So throw up some emojis, hearts, comment, say hello, so that I know you're on and know you're watching. So excuse me, I'm trying to get over this cold. I've had this cough for a while. It's been driving me crazy. So hopefully I won't cough too much throughout this thing. It's a big day for me. I got a lot of stuff going on today. I had my 9 a.m. class. We do a class in my office at 9 a.m. One of our operating principals, Carl, does a coffee with Carl 9 a.m. every Friday. And so he's always teaching something about real estate. And this gentleman, Carl, just a huge wealth of knowledge, knows more about real estate and housing than anybody I've ever met. He had a lumber business before he got into real estate, so he saw the construction side of things for many, many years, and then he got into real estate, and so now he has that perspective on it as well, and he just does really well, and always learning from him. So I love those coffee with Carls on Friday mornings. So that's where I was this morning. Now I'm here with you, and got a lot of other things going on today, doing some marketing, reaching out to some people. And then tonight, my karate school has their black belt testing. We do this every 6 months, and it's an amazing accomplishment. And it's always fun to see these people achieve a goal that they've been working on for many, many years. Some of these black belts have been doing this since they were 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 years old, and are now 16 or 17 or 18. They've been doing it for 10 years, 11 years, committed to this, and it's amazing to see the accomplishment and the hard work that they put into it. So I'll try to snap some of it. I might do some Facebook Lives, but I'm not going to be able to show you the actual testing or anything like that of what they do. 1, because I'm going to be helping out, and 2, because they're very secretive about what goes on in it, because they want people to be surprised in a little bit. It's really a test of commitment. It's a test of skill, and so they try to keep it as closed as possible. So even for those of us that are helping out, you need to be of a certain rank in order to help out. You really just need to be close to achieving that goal. I was able to help out 6 months ago. It was the first time I was able to. I'm able to help out now. So I'm about a year away. So I'll have maybe one more test before I'll be taking mine. So they're very kind of closed-doored about it, so that they protect that. And so I won't be able to show you the actual testing, but I'll try to talk about it a little bit on here, maybe on Snapchat. So, but it's always a fun time. I always enjoy those graduations and seeing the accomplishment and the commitment. And so that was kind of the first thing I wanted to talk today about, because I've got these things on my mind about commitment and what you're committed to and what you've decided. You make a decision to accomplish something. What are you willing to do it? There's a lot of sacrifice that needs to be done in order for somebody to achieve that rank of black belt. It's, like I said, it's a huge time commitment. Some of these kids are very young. By the time they're at this point, there are kids that are in high school that are committed to showing up and doing this and putting in the work. And it's not just at the classes, because you need to be practicing almost every day in order to have the skills and be at that point. So, it's a huge commitment, and it can definitely be challenging. So it's, like I said, it's always fun to watch, and making that decision to be committed to it. So the question really becomes is, what are you committed to doing? And it's funny because we get to this end of the year things, and we're always talking about 2018 and New Year's resolutions and all that. And I'm not a big New Year's resolution guy. I don't really believe in that. I believe in setting goals, and you should set goals and commit yourself to it and create a plan of action to get there. That's my take on it. So I'm not necessarily into those New Year's resolution things of it, but we're at that point in the year where we need to be thinking, what am I going to do next year? How am I going to maybe get better at something, or what am I going to start? Am I going to start a business, or am I going to start a new career, or whatever that is for you? So we're kind of at that point now. Thanksgiving's less than a week away now, coming up this Thursday. It's coming fast. So we're at that point now. We're starting to think about these things. December's going to be right around the corner, and so you start thinking about next year and 2018 and what you're committed to. So it's sorry guys. So that's the question. So I want to know from you guys. So if you're on, I see I got one person on. So throw up a comment, say hello, and then also let me know what you're committed to as we come closer to 2018, and maybe we'll create some accountability for all of us. I'm looking to grow my business personally. I want 2018 to be my best year in real estate. I would love to start investing. I don't know if I'll be there by the end of the year, but I think I could be. So closer to the end of 2018, I might be at that point where I'm ready to start really investing in real estate, buying some rentals, things like that, some multifamilies. That's my goal. If it doesn't happen at the end of 2018, certainly by the beginning of 2019, I'll be at that point. So I'm excited for that, because it's something I've always wanted to do, and just I haven't been at either financially in the position to, or just where the market was, or there's a number of factors, and I just haven't committed to it. Again, going back to commitment. So I'm committed to it this year to get to the point where I can start doing that, create some passive income for myself. So that's what I'm committed to, growing my business. And as I mentioned earlier, by this time next year, which is crazy to think about, by the way, this time next year, I'll be taking my own black belt test. And so I'm committed to finishing that out and getting to that point. And it's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it. So, yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. So let me know, again, throw some comments in there, let me know what you're committed to, and that's it. So so I'm gonna grab a drink. Sorry, guys. Alright, so next, this is kind of a sad story. I threw a video up on my Facebook page the other day about Marquese Goodwin. He is the wide receiver for the 49ers, and hearing his story the other day was just, it was sad, but an incredible show of strength for him and his wife. Marquese Goodwin lost a son during childbirth hours before the game on Sunday, and obviously he's going through this very difficult time, very emotional time, and he let his wife decide if he should play the game or not. He basically said to her, should I show up, should I play the game, or do you need me here, do you want me here? And she said to him, no, go play your game. That's your job. You have a commitment to the team as well. You're just go and play the game. And so he did. He showed up at the game. A lot of his teammates, coaching staff did not know what had happened until after the game. So he just didn't want that distraction on himself. But if you go back and watch it, he's the receiver that caught it was 85, 86 something yard touchdown pass that helped the Niners win their first game last Sunday. And you see him, once he gets into the end zone, he kind of goes down on his knees, and just, I'm sure, incredibly emotional. But the video that I posted was kind of a video after the game. He was talking about the decision, just where he was emotionally, as best as anybody could describe it. But it's just a heartbreaking story, and to hear his story, to hear his take on it, to hear his strength and his courage, and his wife's strength and courage through this. So just very sad. But again, also, I hate to say it, but it's inspiring in a way, because he was able to fight through it. He was able to still show up, play the game, and their strength to say, that's your job, go play your game, and to do what he did. So I'm just hoping the best for him and his wife and his family. Just heartbreaking. So I just wanted to throw that out there. And if you didn't get a chance to watch the video, it's on my Facebook page. Go check it out. But yeah, very sad. So yeah, it's rough. But I can't imagine, as a parent, I can't imagine losing a child like that. Just sad, just shivers, sends shivers in my spine. So send some good thoughts, send some prayers. If you pray, send some prayers or good thoughts his way, and they'll I'm sure they'll come out, just from what I've heard. They'll come out on a little better and move forward. So that is it. Chris, how are you? Yeah, it was very heartbreaking. I never want to see anything like that happen to anybody. It's crazy. So that's all I'm going to say on that, because it is it's pretty terrible. So other than that, what else have I got? Like I said, it's a crazy weekend, Thanksgiving weekend. Chris, do you have any plans for this weekend? Or I got 3 people on. So, what plans do you have for this weekend or for Thanksgiving? What traditions do you have going on? I always like to hear everybody's always got some fun or interesting things they do right around now as we get into Thanksgiving, Christmas. We're just going to be gearing up for Christmas, the dreaded Black Friday, which I will be staying at home for. I don't do any shopping on Black Friday, but my wife definitely does. My wife will be out shopping early, and then shortly after Thanksgiving we go out and get our tree. So I'll talk a little more about that a little later on too. But yeah, I'm always looking forward to this time of the year, getting together with the family, eating some food, watching some football. Really excited. Sunday's got some pretty good games going on. I'm excited for that too. Work, open houses, coaching my daughter in what is that? Ringette? What is that, Chris? Is it Ringette? I'm not sure what that is. But no, that's awesome. So yeah, definitely working. Yeah, always working, right? No days off for us. My kids are out of school as of Wednesday, so decorating for Christmas. There you go. Yeah, we do. We have a rule in our house that there's no Christmas until after Thanksgiving. So yeah, so not so much this weekend, but next weekend, yeah, we'll be doing a lot of decorating of hockey for girls. Oh, okay, awesome, cool. Yeah, I should have known you got Canadians in their hockey. I watch some hockey. I can't say I'm a huge fan of it, but I enjoy watching it. So I know enough to understand what's going on while they're playing, and I understand the rules and all of that. But and a little bit of strategy as far as hockey goes, but I never watched a lot of hockey growing up. I had a friend that was a huge hockey fan, and so he kind of pulled me into the sport of hockey. Laura, how are you? Good to see you. That's your rule too. Thanksgiving, absolutely, yeah. And it's crazy because I feel like Thanksgiving is kind of the forgotten holiday. Obviously there's the food, so the supermarkets love it because they're selling turkeys and all this other food, so they kind of get a boost out of it. But retail wise, I mean, it's and even Halloween's starting to get overtaken by Christmas, which is just crazy. Same for yeah, yep. They skip. Yeah, they really do. They skip right over Thanksgiving, and I mean, we were seeing Christmas stuff before Halloween, and so even like Halloween's starting to get taken over by Thanksgiving's almost that forgotten holiday. And forgotten by that I mean retail wise, it's just they're blowing right over these holidays and trying to push Christmas further and further back, and into October now. It's insane. It's crazy. They put it in August. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's oh gosh, slow down. It's give each holiday their own season. Let it be. There's no need to be pushing Christmas earlier and earlier like they're doing. So I mean, before you know it, it's going to be a year-round thing. They're just going to always have a Christmas section. It's always just going to be there, because they just keep pushing it further and further back. I did retail for a number of years, which is why I stay home on Black Friday, because I did retail for too many years. So you have your Thanksgiving. Yeah, exactly. Yep, Chris. Yeah, in Canada. Yeah, it was funny because a couple of years ago I was in Canada. I took a trip to Quebec, which is a nice city. and it was in November, and they had all, they were like all decked out, 100% Christmas season, boom, everywhere. And for a split second, I went, what are they doing? I'm like, we're in Canada. They don't have the Thanksgiving we do. So this literally is their Christmas season. So it was fine. But it took me that split second because they were like full on decked out Christmas, and it was kind of late. It was before Thanksgiving, so it was probably right about nowish, I guess, mid-November. But yeah, it was funny. So we Americans, we got to remember that we're the only ones that celebrate Thanksgiving in November. So yeah, it was funny, and Quebec was really nice. And I've traveled to Canada before. I wish I could see more of it because I'm really not that far from Canada. It's probably I have to think, probably maybe a 4-hour drive tops, depending on where we go in Canada. But yeah, from where I am, I could be in Canada easily in 4 or 5 hours. So yeah, it's nice. So crazy. So so we just got to make sure to try to keep Thanksgiving. So that's why we have our rule that we don't play any Christmas music. We start to do a little of the shopping now, just for the practical sakes of it, but we try not to do too much. Really, Black Friday's when we start getting into the whole Christmas season. So we'll go out, we'll get our tree, we'll start decorating. And even on Christmas Day, I know a lot of people play Christmas music and things like that. You're about 2 hours from Montana. Nice. So I lost my train of thought. Sorry. So even on on Thanksgiving Day, we try not to push Christmas yet. We try to hold it off at least another day. But some Christmas music, it's okay on Thanksgiving Day, but I really try to give Thanksgiving its full-on attention for family and food and fun and football and all that other good stuff. So so that's it. So all right, so Laura, Chris, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will be doing this every day, Monday through Friday, 11 o'clock, mornings with Marc. So I hope you guys can join me on Monday. I don't know how it's going to go next week because it's going to be, obviously it's a crazy week. Probably won't do a show on Thanksgiving, obviously, but I think every other day I should be on. So I hope you guys can join me around 11 o'clock my time, Eastern time. So right around now. So, but I thank you guys for joining me. If you're watching on the replay, thank you so much. I hope everybody has a great, fun, safe weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Thanks so much. Bye.